We are going live. It is the penultimate episode of What If. What if Ultron?
Until next week.
Until next week. It is like,
Yeah.
I still think, I don't know what penultimate even means, but they came to a point where things are connected now. We were thinking early on that the show wouldn't even have a story arc. It could be just one-off episodes,
right?
Like the comics. So we're diving right into it. Welcome to the spoiler show, everyone.
Welcome.
Got a copy.
I got some sparkling flavored water.
Sparkling water. And we'll see if anyone else tunes in, but it is a busy weekend. There are like 5 different Lego conventions. Let's see if I can name them all. Brick Fest Philly. We know Mel is out there, and Manny, and Fick and Bricks, and a bunch of the East Coast bros. We got on the Northwest, we have Brick Con. We have, that's Seattle, right?
Is it Seattle? Okay.
We got the Space Needle there, or whatever they call it. I know Brick Huntress is out there. I saw Doc Sampson walk the floor and do some video, and they had an interesting line format where everyone was wearing masks, and you had to get in a queue and follow people around an island of mocks in order. So you had to like,
weird.
Yeah, you had to get in a line queue to be, up on the railing, right? And then I believe Raleigh is having Brick Universe, and Brick World is going on in, last week it was Michigan. I think it's Indianapolis. Yeah. Indianapolis. And then, is there more? There's at least 4 going on.
None of them are in my town, so I just, oh, great, there's a show going on in another state. Again, great.
Me and Larry are stuck in the middle of America where it's not always, you fly over. I'm kind of in a flyover.
Definitely flyover, yeah. Even though everyone has to stop in Denver, usually. But
International airport, yeah. But it's like
they fly in a DIA, and you could spend a day there. They've got a hotel attached to it, so you could even spend the night without ever having to go into town, which is still, because you've been to DIA, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's nowhere close to Denver. It's
no, yeah, it's out in the desert. It's 30 miles west or east of town. Yeah.
It's a great place for an airport.
And it's a great view of the mountains and the foothills coming as you, like, if you drive from DIA into town, you're like, oh, now I'm getting to whoa, we got an hour drive to get to the mountain.
It's a clear day. You're like, wow. And they just seem so far away. Hey, the comic consultant is here.
The comic consultant is here.
That's Mike.
That's a guy. We should show some comics since he's here.
We should.
Where's my stack? I wanted to see if he knew anything, or where'd I put those?
Troy's here in the chat.
Troy's in the chat.
What's on the menu tonight? Galaxies. Yes, because Vision ate a whole galaxy.
Yes, I think he figured that out. So, Mr. Mike, got any Lego variant covers?
Yeah. By the way, Mike, if you ever run across those, you're just gonna need to pick them up for me. Just
comic consultant. I can see you and comment. I can show your comment, Mike.
You don't have a meeting. Oh God.
You have a meeting. Hey,
no, he doesn't have a meeting.
So I haven't showed Larry the rest of these.
It's only an hour. Oh my gosh. Let me give you
I've
my
got
address and send that
a Wolverine.
right
Yep,
to me.
this is X-Men. Wolverine and the X-Men from 2011, number 36. I guess there was a Lego Marvel Superheroes video game coming soon. Variant edition that's on the bottom of all of these comics.
Oh, nice.
So I have 5 of them. Here's a good one. That one's probably for us.
I have
Uncanny
that.
Avengers.
Hold on.
You got
I have a
you can
print
give
of
me
that cover. Of the original.
yeah, Mike, get me tons of Lego variants, dude. I've got that one. I've got Guardians of the Galaxy with Iron Man on there. This is Guardians number 7. I guess, and then they tell you what the variant thing was at the top. 104.25. So for every 25 normal issues, they did one of these variants.
Oh, dude, that one is awesome.
That's classic. Don't even have to say. This is from an Infinity Saga number 3. That one's one of my favorites for sure. Yeah, get some of these. So those are the Marvel ones I have that are from releasing that video game. 5 of them. I don't know if there are more. If there are more, comic consultant, I will be consulting you. And,
Definitely. He's the man.
Would love to complete.
I shouldn't have said that out loud. I really shouldn't have.
He does have good. He does whatever his source is, wherever they're coming from, whatever he's doing. His show is when, Larry? Tuesday.
So Mike does his Tuesday nights, 8:00 Mountain Time. It's on Facebook.
Facebook Live.
Yeah. Anybody that wants a link to that, just ask, and I can get you on a list.
It's a cool show. How many does he have a stack? Like he only does like 2 dozen, or?
He will. I mean, let's see. So, Mike, how many comics do you sell every week? Put that in the chat. I mean, he's got one of his biggest challenges is selecting the ones he's going to put up for sale. And he'll have. God, I'm just trying to picture his board. It's got to be 30, 40 books that because it's tough. He's got to do, like our show, like it's an hour, and I mean, it's an auction of sorts, and he's got his kids there, which is just so much fun. But that can draw things out. Yeah, he's got again. What he tries to do is get some really good topical books, so if there's something that happens this week on Disney Plus and What If or whatever, he'll hopefully get something out there, or whatever else is hot because of
bargain bin. Yeah, I figured I've watched. I'll watch you know when Lego Masters was on. It was after that or after a post show, but now sometimes I catch more of the show, more or less. Depends on my mood.
Okay, so now he just posted one you should pin up there on the screen.
Search for the Comic Consultant on Facebook. Does a couple dozen books plus some bargain bins. And they're high grade. Yeah. Some of them are.
The 2 big ones that he does are usually they're going to average $1,000 or more for those books.
Yeah, hundreds of dollars. He'll have like two top tier. Attention grabbers for his, and he gets a couple dozen people or more, sometimes a dozen or 2 dozen people in there. So there's some competition. You basically have to be the first one in to snipe the cost that he posts on it, and I don't know if you can challenge that. Can you auction up and say I'll give you 1,500 instead of?
No, he does not do that for a reason. because true auctions are just very difficult to do online,
Yeah.
as we know. I mean, we've
And
done
time.
ones. However, if there is a great interest in a book, so I usually, if it's depending on price and the book itself, if there are like usually 4 or 5 or more people that bid on it,
Yeah. You get 5 in a row.
he will do a reverse auction, and that's he'll hold it aside till the end of the show. He pulls it out. He'll take the book, mark it up to another set price, and leave it there for 40 seconds, and then bring it down. So it's,
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
if 5 people bid here, it works really good. So
Yeah.
if
No,
5
man.
people bid here, he'll mark it. He'll repost it here,
Yeah.
and it's kind of a fight for anybody who wants it. And he'll bring it
Yeah.
down and bring it down and bring it
Yeah.
down until somebody
Yeah.
decides, okay,
Okay.
it's a
So
lot of
that's
fun.
yeah. So you're
Hopefully,
like, oh, okay, that's gonna go for a couple hundred more. So let's
yeah.
put on like 300, 500, and come down and see what happens. Cool.
Oh, yeah. You can put that post up there. Last week, he sold the first appearance of Blade for $1,300.
First appearance of Blade, people. This is a comic book.
What was the grade on that one, Mike?
All right. While we're doing that, I'm gonna quickly filter through because I know 5 people are watching, and these are the only comics I have with Lego since Mike is watching. I've got all. I think I have the entire 30 or so variant covers with another video game. I believe the Lego DC variant covers. So I have Justice League, Wonder Woman, and they're all with the same, like, they're bursting out of the comic book look, and it just has Lego right on. It was right when the new 52 came out.
Cool.
There's the Teen Titans, Superman, Wonder Woman. So they're all what number, they were on when they did the new 52. So this is Superman number 36 with Brainiac. That's a great one. I like that Brainiac's on there. Supergirl.
Nice.
Another Sinestro on
Ooh, that was cool.
Sinestro's own comic line. Who knew? I was like just grabbing these because they're all Lego. Justice League United. Little Canadian flavor there. We got Justice League Dark with Solomon Grundy in a weird outfit, but works. Have you seen what's the show? Stargirl? They got Solomon Grundy on there.
Oh, really?
Trying to give him kind of a, he's not so bad of a guy. Total Frankenstein story, It's just a monster trying to survive. Harley Quinn. Look at all these. There's like 30 of them. Green Lantern Corps, all Lego covers. Sometimes I'll put these in like a poster frame on the wall. I can do like 8 of them.
Cool.
Green Lantern. Flash. Detective Comics.
You got a stack.
I had to go to probably 3 different stores and like, all right, now I'm missing Catwoman. So I had to like go and find Catwoman.
Yep.
All in the same month these were released, and it was crazy. I was just like, all right, I have these ones. I need to find these ones. Batman, Superman. Yeah, I told you I was not joking.
You have a few.
Batman and Robin. Yeah, I'm just going to show them all in case anybody will replays later and wants to pause the screen. I'm not going to, maybe you can read what numbers they are and stuff, but they were all from the same year and same, promotion of Lego and DC. We got Batgirl. And last but not least, in Action Comics, Superman. So there's my stack of Lego variant covers. Glad I got a little bit of time to show that off.
Yeah.
So now let's do more of that. I want to
Let's
see. I don't even know what else is out there. I like the hip hop covers too, Mike. So we'll see. We'll tune in Tuesdays to the Comic Consultant. There's a big plug for him. And hey, Troy's working, right? So unless you can jump in, Troy, it might be me and Larry talking about what if Ultron won.
Yeah.
A story that starts with a snowy, dark night, and he's saying it's particularly breaking his heart. Retelling these stories. What do you think, Larry's like? He's retelling stuff he's already seen. So it's almost like he's grabbing a comic book.
Yeah, this one
and
was a little
rereading.
bit. It was a little mind warping because, even in the story, he's talking about how he's seen all that's been, all that will be, all that can be, and yeah.
Yeah, he's seen.
Mike, that's not funny. You're gonna have to bring some of that beer over to my house. Okay. Yeah, and then all of a sudden he's like, "What's going on? What the hell?" He says, and Ultron breaks into. I don't know.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What the if is going on? So, yeah, I don't know how you want to cover this one, Larry, because my notes are actually pretty short, so I think we could just jump around.
Yeah, we can jump around. Honestly, there isn't. I don't know. I don't have a ton to talk about because since it's a two-parter, we didn't get a lot of conclusions. We got a lot of questions, and it's kind of. I mean, it's just opening it up. Like I said, I got a lot of questions. So it's like by the end of the episode, it seems like Ultron has. I don't know. He's wiped out a lot, but not everything. Clearly, because we got next week coming. And if you guys have seen the promo teaser trailer, they've shown us a little bit more of what we can expect. It looks like all the heroes are going to come together at one point while they're fighting an army of Ultron drones. There's, I did see the great scene with Thor sticking out the window of a Hyundai. Spinning his hammer. I mean, that was.
I'm still not sure if that's a commercial or if that's. I guess it's going to be part of an episode, huh?
Yeah.
It's quite the product placement. That I guess.
Yeah. Right.
They've done that before, I guess. So yeah, we still haven't had quite our Champions of the Galaxy showdown where we get a new team up of champions, Guardians of the Multiverse, whatever you want to call it. Maybe they will like slap a name right on it for us, because he, at the end of the episode, talks to evil Doctor Strange and says, "I need your help. I need your help." And they're going to grab the other characters, I believe, from the other episodes: Captain Carter, some Guardians, I'm sure. Maybe, it has to be Star-Lord, T'Challa.
Mm-hmm.
Has to be.
So yes, we've got him. I mean, like we've seen him, and we've seen Captain Carter. We've seen Thor. We know Doctor Strange. Whatever they're calling him.
Yeah. I just call him evil Doctor Strange. He's
right.
evil, dude. He's got like demons like possessing him and like growing out. He's crazy. He's evil.
Probably, Spider-Man. And
so Zombie Hunter Spider-Man.
Zombie Hunter, and Thor made a comment about zombies, so maybe we'll actually bring in some zombie heroes that aren't destroyed. Who knows? But we'll have a Black Widow, but no Hawkeye. I thought that was a really cool, homage to Hawkeye sacrificing himself, and it was a total flip.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is here. Welcome to the stream.
My fur line.
Hair.
Hey, Troy.
Hair play well.
the way they did like a mirror image of the screen of the shots, the camera shots from when Black Widow and Clint were on Vormir, and she sacrifices herself. They do the opposite, and
We'll get
guy sacrifices himself in the same.
Scott Lang's head floating in a
Hopefully,
jar.
hopefully.
That'd be cool. Yeah, lots of.
Who else was with them at the end? Well, we don't know what happened to Hulk
or Bucky. I think Bucky survived that.
Yeah.
Slingshot. There's also, I believe, a really tease of Pepper Potts and Shuri teaming up at the end of that one episode where all the Avengers kind of died too. And it was at the Killmonger, or there was the Killmonger one too. So where most, everything's getting destroyed. So it'll be interesting to pull these characters out of their realms and have them team up against Infinity Ultron. It's quite the task.
Yeah.
What's your take, Troy? Welcome to the show. Can you talk?
I can, yeah, until I get called off. But yeah, super awesome episode. There's just so much going on in this one. It's the kind of episode you would expect to see in this kind of like what if series. And I don't know, there's just so much good stuff going on. I love how Black Widow and Hawkeye are the only ones left in it,
right.
in their universe, and so you get a little bit of you get grounded a little bit at the beginning with them two in their universe in the apocalypse, and then from there it kind of just blossoms into this like super epic galactic battle between the Watcher and Ultron. It was just such an amazing episode, and it flowed really well too.
I was really like, here's me watching the episode. Oh, wait. Should I go full screen? How do you do that? Oh, that's something else.
There you go. Yeah,
that's cool.
Jaw on the floor.
Like your newscaster.
Like my mouth was open. I was like the whole time. I was like, this is epic. I couldn't even talk. Like sometimes I'll say, what the F are out loud. I was speechless. It was so like scene to scene. So epic. So we have this apocalypse. We don't know till a little bit later that this is Russia, but we have kind of snow falling and Hawkeye appearing with this cloak. And
that was so great. That was like one of the best.
He's got a robot arm.
Yeah, she's got an Ultron drone arm.
Yeah. And no wonder he can fire these off like a robot. Choo, 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 choo. But he's got them all queued up here. That was some new Hawkeye.
Yeah.
I liked the cloak a
really
lot.
Cool.
I was like, oh, that's awesome. That's perfect for him.
So yeah, he takes some. They have 90 seconds. The drones are chasing him, and I think that's when Ultron takes over his perception, and he just takes over a drone, and they have 90 seconds to do whatever their mission is, and take out all the drones. And I guess if they take out all the drones, then Ultron knows where they are, but they have more time, or who knows what. But that was kind of a cool little scene. Everything was cool, but that was really cool. I liked, the dirty face.
Yeah.
On Nat and Clint and their 90-second run and motorcycles killing drones. Come on. How do you think Clint lost his arm?
I don't know, man.
The drones pulled it off.
How did Ultron beat Hulk and Thor and Captain America? Poor Tony, man. He doesn't survive any of these shows.
Yeah. Is this the same? Is the universe the same universe as the? No, it can't be, because they wouldn't have been able to kill them all. I was thinking it was the same as the undead, the zombie universe, but they'd still be there'd still be zombies around then.
No.
Yeah, you're right. I'm believing that this is a universe that is the title of the show. What if Ultron won?
Right.
So if what's her name was unable to stop the download process of Ultron into Vision's body, which that's kind of the Nexus event for this particular universe, this episode, this we're looking at right now.
Yeah.
And so now the world's been destroyed pretty much. All the other Avengers are dead. At some point, Clint lost his arm, and now he's. Oh yeah, the cloak thing, that was cool too.
Yeah. So do you think it's like the face technology and that he just made him invisible here?
So I was just thinking. So I was thinking this very thing. So Mike posted
Harry Potter.
Put Mike's comment up there because they were talking about. I think in that video, that new Rockstars video, is talking about how Tony's death was also an absolute moment in time.
Yeah.
Focal point. I don't know about that because, well, I mean, he died in our MCU universe too. So, I don't know. Maybe.
Poor Tony. Yeah. So apparently this is the Nexus computer thing, database area, where he gets taken out. And I think if I go a little further here, oh, darn it, why didn't they give me James Spader?
I know.
Oh, they used this guy, which I love The Walking Dead. And
I gotta say, I mean, Ross Marquand, I mean, he does some pretty good voice acting. I thought that even though it didn't sound like James Spader, it did have the same kind of tone. But then if you think, well, it's Jarvis and James Spader kind of coming together, I don't know.
Thanks for dropping in, Brett. Hey, we'll give you a shout out here.
Hey, Brett.
So going back to Mike's comment, though, there's Cap's dead. Thor's Hammer's there. He's dead. Hulk is dead, and Tony gets taken out here in this scene also. And it's reminiscent of the dream scene that Tony had, and all these other episodes where Tony's dying. So,
yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's like a absolute point that for us to get to the point of where we are, that has to happen. So, sorry, Tony Stark fans.
Yeah.
Get on Team Cap already. What's up, dude, Jude? I think I said he's just saying hi to Brett's builds, and Mike's still here. Can't the only place he can't die is on 616. So we have the 616 Earth, which is kind of our main line of comic book canon, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
and
sir.
Still living until the mantle is kind of passed to Ironheart and all that. So we'll skip around that detail and get back to this episode because it's too cool. They're in Russia. There are secrets. Ultron, they go kind of into the Watcher story. Where it kind of shows what's happening with Vision and before this scenario, in our universe or the 616 or the MCU universe, we get Vision. But in this one, Ultron wins. He dons a cape. He makes this spear. He launches the nukes. I guess we should go back a step. He launches the nukes, and that's what kind of desolates the world. And that's why Nat and Clint were back. They were up trying to destroy the satellite. So that made sense. They had a connection there of why did they survive? Nobody else. And what do you know about our favorite Titan? Do you think when he showed up, that Ultron would have got the drop on him so quickly?
He's a computer. He thinks pretty quick. I think that was. I don't know.
I like that he shows up and he's missing the Mind Stone.
Yeah.
But he's got all the rest, and there's a little plot hole there, maybe. But in infinite worlds, right? Anything could be happening in whatever order we need it to happen for this episode to happen. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, I think bam, he would have took him out.
He fillets him
Cold-hearted, and took those stones and made himself a Ultron, Infinity Ultron. I kind of want to call him instead of Ultra Vision. I want to call him Infinity Ultron because that's what he is. He's
Infinivision.
Infinite Ultron.
Infinite Ultra Vision.
There is no vision.
Infinite Ultra Vision.
Vision doesn't exist. There's no vision. His vision is to bring peace to the world. His purpose, and he's still on that kick, right? He wants to just wipe the slate clean. Forget about Thanos' half. Let's just destroy everything to have peace.
Yeah.
That's cold.
So cold.
Here we go. Ultra Affinity. I like that one, Mike. That's good. So then he's so powerful. He creates like a world spaceship that round. I like how it was like a Death Star almost, right? It's like little moon
that was cool.
Hosting all his drones, going around planet destroying.
Which reminds me of Clint's line when they're in the archives. He said, "We're not going to find the plans of the Death Star in here." I love that.
Yeah. There are some Star Wars somewhat scenes when they show some of these worlds. I think this is where they're going to flash to all the worlds that get destroyed. Oh, there's the drones kind of being snapped back into reality. On the new Rockstars here, he calls them the Kirby dots or something.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Very.
Kind of a deep cut. I think that's probably you see these round dots in here. That's like a style. And they use that in the show for the first time. I'm pretty sure.
Where did they use it?
In What If? So
Where did they use it?
Right here, in the blast.
Okay.
Right here, especially, you can see the black dots.
Yep, I see it.
Big time there. There's some more.
Oh wow.
Black dots. It's
nice. Oh, there's the awesome part.
There's the chomp. And then this one, there's the little black dots, but they got the ink. Like collapsing off of the art page, and we're all a big fan. So there's the Death Star coming down on Asgard.
Oh, that's totally Independence Day right there.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Yep.
Instead of the White House, it's Asgard.
Right onto the palace. Destroys it quite like there it is in Independence Day.
Oh, look. They did.
Troy knew. And this is when Hela or Surtur kind of destroys Asgard for a little bit. Or that's the comic one, and then they show that one in Thor. There's Surtur, yeah. So here's another world. This is the Sovereign. The Guardians are on there. Drax is there, and Gamora is there. And it's this same platform at the beginning of Guardians 2, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the round things, and good callback. There it is. Isn't that where the gold? Are they trying to do Adam Warlock?
The Harbulary batteries.
Yeah, the Cocoon. Or
Yes.
yeah.
All right. Let's see if this gets me in trouble. We'll keep doing the rock stars here because he actually does a good breakdown, shot by shot, describing some of the similarities. And so the next world they go to is Sakaar.
Mm-hmm.
And here is Jeff Goldblum in Comic Sadness. And Korg. And some of the other characters that appeared in party mode. And then Ego is destroyed. It looks just like, man, they did a great job. Ego's looking sad as he gets taken out. And then we go to Xandar. We get one more here, Novacor, and the building there, and the drones are just raining down. Incredible artwork. Really quick, kind of montage, but he's going around taking people out.
Mm-hmm.
And,
including Captain Marvel, because he blows up that planet, because he and Captain Marvel basically are in the core of that planet battling, and then
oh yeah,
boom, you assume she dies.
oh yeah, that's her right there, actually. Isn't it? We'll have to. Or that's them battling. There it is. So she calls him Skynet, and nice reference to AI taking over. It's in so many movies now; it almost has to happen. I'm scared. I'm quite shook. It might not happen in my lifetime, but it's too crazy. These programs with purposes, and you program them to have a purpose, and they're going to take that purpose to a black and white, like, okay, now my purpose is this. I'm going to make things peaceful by getting rid of all the chaos, all the parasitic humans. So what else happens, Larry? They have that Captain Marvel fight.
Yeah, after you see him kind of, laying waste to a bunch of different places, then it transitions into Uatu and bringing him into the story. And I never knew Uatu was such a badass.
Right? Yeah,
I didn't know he had like armor pajamas.
I did not know that was coming. Let me see if I can fast forward to the main character almost, right? Watcher. He's been watching and seeing different realities. And I mean, Kang is coming up too. So I don't know if he's all powerful. But these guys duke it out. So here's the moment of clarity where Ultra Vision or Infinity Ultron hears the Watcher, right? He's talking, he's narrating our story, and he hears him, just like evil Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
became aware of that there's something else going on, and it looks like I could play a little bit more of this. He turned around and stares him right in the and he's like, whoa, close the door. Close the door.
Close the curtains, close the curtains.
Let's close the curtains.
He's like, what?
What did he say there? He's like, what the hell is this?
Pulls him out of his
yeah, what the hell? Yeah.
What the hell is this? Like, I thought he saw everything. It's crazy. So he still has one last hope as he goes to watch back in the KGB archives, Hawkeye and
Mhm.
Black Widow looking for the Artem Zola file.
That was a little bit hard to. I'm like, there's you don't know. There's no Dewey Decimal System or anything for them to find what they're looking for. They'd have to start searching through boxes. I don't buy it.
I like it. It's true. Like the hardest thing to steal would be all these paper files.
It's
You
true.
can't download that stuff. You have to physically go there and sift through them and find what you're looking for.
Mhm.
Destroy the digital copy. I mean, this stuff it makes it vulnerable, but made for a good Russian kind of callback. They use the Red Guardian shield,
Yeah.
or I guess it was only in the toy. It wasn't in the Black Widow movie.
Right, because it's locked up in the Ark of the
It's in
Covenant vault.
it's in the KGB files. So let's see if we got to see a shot of that. Is that in here? Come on.
They had
She's
Top
got it on
Men
her back
it,
already,
Top
I
Men.
think.
Say that again, Troy.
I just said they had Top Men on it. Top Men.
Yeah, Top Men.
All right. Well, they're looking for Zola, and apparently his original form is back in the Siberia complex that Cap and Iron Man and all that.
Mhm.
Oh, there's the shield.
No, it was a different one. Remember? They transferred.
Well, yeah,
him
there was
to
one.
another.
There was one in
facility.
Lehigh, and then there's oh my gosh, he's gonna look into all these names.
The first one was in America, right, in New Jersey.
Yeah.
underneath
Yeah.
the military base.
Yep, under Camp Lehigh.
And then this one was in Russia, right? This is where
Yep.
where it takes place in Russia.
Yeah, but isn't that where
And
they
it
find
looked
the
like
super
he had like
soldiers?
90s.
Yeah, it's the Hydra Super Soldier base that they find it.
Hydra
Yeah.
super soldier.
And based on the
base.
computer equipment, it looks like it was more recently tended to as far as the technology, because in Camp Lehigh it was all that 70s,
These guys.
data tapes, and at least in this one it's looks like a little bit more modern computer servers.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
Another good callback, anyway, to bring it all together for this animated show. So it all seems very familiar. Their plan, or our one last hope, I guess, is Artem Zola is gonna break Ultron's code and infect him with what do you call it?
Well, and you'll have to remind me, because that subplot kind of got lost for me with what kind of happens next with Uatu and Ultron and their battle, and they're blasting each other through, dimensional walls, and you get to see the different versions of New York, where it's first it's New York we know, then it's like a Wakandan version of New York, then it's like a medieval castle version, then it's Skrulls, and so I mean, so he uploads the program with the arrow, and he turns the drone lights green, which means now Zola is in there. But then, what does that lead to? What was? I mean, I know they were trying to shut down was that to shut down the satellite link? Is that what it was, or
when Nat and Cap were there?
No. When Nat and Clint get the Zola program and they load it into his arrow and they shoot it into the drone and it uploads, what happens after that?
Well, let's take a look.
They're not within range of the ship. They're not within enough range.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. That's right. And then Hawkeye takes the legs out of the drone that Zola's in, so he can't. And then they're carrying him out. But what was the point of that? I forget.
Well,
so they could get within range.
Did they
So,
think,
well, yeah,
right?
I mean, they need more time. So the plan has a hiccup, and he's out of range. They're like, how can his hive mind be out of range? Well, he's not in the known universe or
Right.
seeable universe of Zola's powers right now, right? And so they go on their escape route. They go up the same corridor that Bucky and Cap fight through,
Mm-hmm.
which is fantastic. It looks just spot on.
Yep.
There it is, or Iron Man's fighting. But we get a role reversal with Clint fighting and falling, and Nat survives this one instead of like when they go to the Soul Stone, and
Yep.
And Natalie dies. So Clint falls and
Very,
kind of
very
saves
well
him.
crafted.
Saves him with that arrow that blows everything up, kind of buys him some more time. And yeah, it's a little divisive with the drone, with the legs gone, that Nat has to carry him up and out of there, and with that shield. It looks cool though.
So I'm looking back at the show. I think that's actually the last you see of Black Widow, when the Zola drone says, you know, it's not in this universe, because then it goes right to Uatu and
The end of the story. Yeah.
Ultron fighting until
That
you get to Evil Doctor Strange, basically. Yeah. So that I was like, did something happen after that? No, nothing happened after that. That must be where it's going to pick up in the next episode.
That's our last shot.
Nice. That is a great picture.
Superhero landing.
She's a poser.
Poser.
Yeah, such a poser.
I'm guessing that next week we'll pick up with the Black Widow story right about there with Zola's drone, because that's the last you see of that in this episode.
I don't know. Yeah, well, yeah, he definitely was prompting them to have the Artem Zola thing, like that was part of the hope, right? But then he goes to the evil Doctor Strange thing too.
Jesus.
I'm in my mind, I'm making a very rude gesture to you, Mike, but I'm not going to do it as a stream.
Ultron fights the Watcher, and that was crazy, right?
Yeah, I love the best line of that whole fight was when the Watcher says, "You cannot compute the power of my will." I'm like,
yeah,
that's a badass statement.
Yeah. And I don't know if this is it. I think this is it, where he goes He-Man. Oh, well, they're showing the mirror worlds and the blast. They're not using the same power, but where's armor? Where's armored up Watcher? Let's keep showing that shot. Sorry, I can't control these frames. It always catches me. I'm like, they're doing it in order, and then sometimes it works better. Yeah, there's a whole sequence there. Is this it? Oh, goodness.
Well, and then there was some talk about some worlds from Star Wars popping up in the flashes of
there it is.
Their battle.
He armors up. And there are more of his kind out there, so it's going to be interesting. Blasting through these worlds and breaking the glass gems of multiverses. Very cool. I guess that kind of looks like Darth Vader's castle.
Yeah. And then this other planet is another Star Wars planet from Clone Wars.
Which reminds me, did you guys watch the terrifying tales of?
I didn't finish it.
So they go to, yeah. I thought it was funny. I was, because I knew it was for kids. I was just like, I'm just gonna take this, like, have a laugh, and they go to Darth Vader's castle and retell 3 tales, kind of like The Simpsons Treehouse of Horrors. And, yeah, so it was interesting. I don't know. It's worth a watch. I had fun with it. Check out Terrifying Tales, Lego Star Wars, for more Darth Vader castle. Definitely way more than I thought I would ever see. So, well, I guess we're pretty much down to it. Be remiss if I didn't show some more Easter eggs, like
President Cap.
Stephen Grant Rogers. Maybe, is this the same Loki verse? Look at these letters here. That's kind of Loki-ish. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, that was just in the background. And the way they fist fight and show the other worlds. Oh, maybe they show it here. We can theorize some more about Marvel stuff in general. President Loki, could this be that? And there's Wakanda. There's a medieval, and
Yeah,
like
that was pretty cool.
I like that. What's around the corner? Eternals and a Black Knight.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be, I don't know, a little bit of that. And then we get Skrulls. And if the knights are turning into Skrulls, does that mean the Skrulls have been around since medieval time?
Good question. They're breaking the multiverse. Anything can happen. So what's your theory for next week, Troy?
I don't think it said Voltron.
What's my what?
What's your theory?
That is a play on
Give
Vision.
me the storyboard for next week.
Vision Voltron. Vision Ultron. Voltron.
Well, they'll either try and come up with something that will be able to bring everybody together from every universe that we've seen in the series, or they'll just continue the story from this last episode, and then all of a sudden they'll probably just show up, Avengers style, to take down Ultron.
Well, in the promo for next week, that's how Thor shows up. He actually shows up through like a sling ring portal in the Hyundai.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So it's probably
Evil
Doctor
Doctor
Strange then guiding us through.
That's what I'm thinking.
To
So
pick everybody up.
So
right?
we last see Iwadu, and he's like, "I need your help, Doctor Strange."
Bo bricks.
And so, so we've built up all these stories. We've got all these characters that are still, alive, so to speak, in their timelines. And so I guess we're going to go and like collect them, but like, why those ones? Why those particular, and nobody else, because you've got, let's see, Captain Carter in her universe. You have Steve Rogers in an Iron Man suit, although he would now.
It's like when
But you still got a Thor that's alive and a Hulk and Hawkeye, with his 2 regular human arms. If you look at these other stories, there's still some of them still have heroes. So why
other versions of this? Yes, right.
Why is it going to be Pepper and Shuri?
Yes.
So
the answer is
yes.
There is only one out of 14 million multiverses.
Right.
And maybe he'll do that.
Really cool if they touched on that.
maybe he'll do that same thing where he floats and looks forward in time.
Oh,
yeah.
I like that idea. I really like
That's
that
a
idea.
good-
Like,
that's
we've
a
got
good
to
one.
figure out what's the best combination of people to defeat Ultron. Well, we need to get Party Thor in there. We need to get Captain Carter. You know,
Thanos is gone, so he doesn't need to do the same thing in that order. It could still happen and kind of
well,
be a play on the MCU.
but he's not gone. He's part of T'Challa's Guardian group, where he's playing nice. We got
Yeah,
nice
he's only
Thanos.
gone in.
If we get
Yeah, he's only gone in that
Ravager
one
Thanos.
universe.
Yeah, we get Ravager. That's what I was trying to think of. We've got a Ravager
Well,
Thanos. We
yeah.
got a zombie Thanos.
Yeah, I think that might be part of it too. Boy, I don't know.
Well,
Lots of
I heard that
lots of
Thanos is going to be
jaw-dropping
part of the
action.
story. I did hear that Thanos is going to be part of the story. I just wonder which one we're going to get.
So to beat Ultron, we need Thanos' help, and we have to have Thanos.
All I know is that I'm going to get a good night's sleep on Tuesday, so I can watch it at like 5 in the morning on Wednesday.
Thanos is snap in half the people. Sounds a little better than destroying all of everything.
Either one of you see Venom this weekend?
No,
No. Not yet.
Variants, am I right? Yeah.
yeah, so many variants, Debo. You have to reference like which variant of Thanos. Like I said, it's just referencing Doctor Strange looking forward in time. So that happened in this order of like, kind of like, yeah. It's about that timeline.
What if
Yeah.
What if they brought the TVA in somehow?
Man.
Rack your
Kang.
mind on that.
I don't know. I mean, it's so. Is this supposed to be like the mid-season finale or the season finale or?
I don't know. I'm hearing 9 or 10 episodes, and we're definitely getting a season 2. I don't know when. So here's the Lego reason we're getting a season 2. Apparently, this set is an episode that they cut from season 1.
How'd you find that out?
Oh.
That's what I'm hearing. I have sources.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, because we're this far along, they're starting to definitely draw. So there was knowledge that 1 or 2 episodes, one of the actors, I forget which, confirmed that like there were a couple episodes they cut from season 1.
really?
And Lego made this set, and there are definitely good rumors now that whatever this episode is, Iron Man Sakaar, is not going to be this season.
Oh. Interesting.
So there's the Lego tie-in.
He'll just show up on Wednesday and be like, "What?"
That's not. So I've been like holding the set. I took the watcher out, but I'm like, I'm not going to build it until the episode airs. I'm like, that might be next year now.
Oh, great.
So I'm just going to build it whenever I get time, and building random stuff related to What If, but it got to be too much doing every episode. But we are really enjoying everything Marvel is putting out, and I'm going to try to see Venom too.
Cool.
Just for fun.
I do have to say that I would prefer that they not do what they're doing by bringing them all together, all these different stories together at the end. Because
What If?
now it's like you got to do that every season instead of just doing like What If comics were originally, just one-off stories.
Yeah.
They should have left them just one-off stories.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Like Love, Death, and Robots or something. It's just got to be these little short stories.
Well,
But
they
with
can
the
leave
Ultron
some...
story, it's going to be hard not to, since he's broken out of his own universe into the multiverse tunnel or whatever they were at. So it's going to be hard to get away from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of agree, Larry.
Yeah, because it's kind of like the Marvel phases. You know, they built everything up to Infinity War and Endgame, and now what's the next big thing? Who's the next big baddie? Well, I mean, with the movies, you can kind of do that because it took them 20 movies to get there. But with these short animated shows, they don't need to, because you could go all day with especially once they start bringing in the Fantastic Four and the mutants and Deadpool.
Fantastic Four is coming for sure. More probably. It's hard to say when we're going to see something sooner, because you have Deadpool merging in and mutants coming along with that, and the multiverse explainer or shortcut of adding some backlog. But I don't know. I like this what if story arc. Yeah, it would be cool to see one-off episodes. What if the Hulk killed, what if Wolverine killed the Hulk or whatever, and that's it. Maybe they'll have fun with that. Infinity Crusade.
Secret Wars. That's the next
Secret War. Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion. Well, and because that's going to be a show. My understanding is it's going to be a Disney Plus show, not a movie. Okay. So it's going to. I'm guessing it's just going to be a Skrull centric show. But if you wanted to top Infinity Gauntlet, now you got to go Secret Wars.
You got to go Secret Wars.
And where's the Beyonder in all this multiverse crap?
I don't know, but they're gonna screw it. I think they're gonna screw it up. The Beyonder was so 90s, with his leather jacket and his white suit. Like,
oh yeah,
he was so weird. That you would have to twist it to the 2000s, right? You have to get into the new millennium. You can't just like make it a Stranger Things flashback and do these period pieces. Although I think period pieces would be one way to go and retell some stories, but you'll get so many of us breaking it down. Okay, if they were there at the same time as Iron Man, then where were they when Thanos was around and stuff like that? And we're gonna get that with the Eternals, right? Like they cannot interfere, so they were just sleeping or ignoring Thanos and didn't and only. Even though he's got some deviant blood in him, that's a hard argument that they only interfere with deviants. And like, I think close enough with Thanos.
Right.
Tebow, what if Aunt May were the Herald of Galactus?
I don't think I don't have that particular one, but
yeah, but like goofy stuff, like how we could do more Howard the Duck and duck stories and animal things and all kinds of craziness if there was no story arc. So
yeah, the next Lego Con I'm going to be at, I'm looking for a Howard the Duck knockoff minifig. I got to get me one.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of made a purist version, just Donald Duck, and change up a couple of things. But he's got to have that face, right? He's got to have that detective duck.
He's got to have his little cigar.
Cigar, yeah, all that stuff. What else, guys, in the chat?
Cut
You have a
the-
good time. Thanks for tuning in. We're at an hour. We had Agents of Mock here. Thanks for tuning in, Troy.
No problem.
We got.
You can hear me. No problem.
Yeah. We had a great episode of Versus last week. So if you're watching and haven't checked out Iceberg Bricks, the three of us did a 90-minute challenge about What If, and built different scenes from different episodes. It was almost like a collaboration instead of a competition. It's quite cool. I've got mine sitting here. I bet you Larry's got his pretty close by.
Somewhere. Here it is.
There's the Watcher to bring Lego back into the show. I did the collector's collection boxes, and the collector's there. That's a knockoff. And Nebula's there with her blonde hair. And Larry did the zombie episode.
Let's see. I've taken it just like setting him on top of the shield. And kind of, there we go. And that's the part where he falls.
And that's where he's, cutting too, like Darth Maul.
But yeah, got a little subway train scene. I want to make it.
Just can't get over that you actually put it on wheels.
Heck yeah.
It's a train. That would work. Thanks, Debo. I know you're doing great stuff with Marvel and Lego. Debo Bricks, he's the guy with the Galactus, I think. That was like...
Oh, yeah.
Pretty spot on. And we were in a collaboration with Brick Hunter, and he did Galactus, like same size but more minifig looking. And Debo has it more comic book accurate, like
very cool, very
3
cool.
foot tall Galactus. So I hear you, man. We see you. If you want to be on this show, Debo, might be cool to have some more voices. Let me know on Instagram in a DM, and we'll give you a link next time. Thanks for chatting with us. Galactus, that's his boy. Yep. There are other Lego builders out there, and I know there's probably other Marvel Lego lugs or something, but we're doing our own thing and bringing a small corner of the multiverse to this show. Thanks for being here. Panel, look for Larry Legend on Instagrams and Denver Lug area bricks and minifig store displays. Agent Playwell or Agents of Mock or Troy is on the West Coast and occasionally does some stuff on YouTube also and Instagram and all the social media outlets. So look for him. And all you in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. Ivan, get caught up, man. I like that he's watching. He's like tuning in and listening to us. But he is like up to episode 4 or something now. So
yeah, someone's got to introduce Ivan to binging.
Binge. So this is what you do. And here's another one. If you haven't watched it, Squid Game on Netflix is crazy.
Is it? All right. See, it's twice you've mentioned that now. Now I
binged the first half in one night.
Yeah, my coworker's been praising that to me too.
It's good. It's good to see something, from another country hold, high standards in as far as
it's all dubbed, isn't it?
So yeah, you got to get used to an English dub over the Korean mouth, and some subtitles that are not quite on. So they ad-lib the English thing to it. Once you get used to that, the concept is crazy. It's kind of Hunger Games / this and that. I won't spoil it, but it is worth a watch. And so is the Lego Terrifying Tales. And hope everyone had a good October 1st release date. Maybe we'll do some more building and chatting because I got the Sicarian Iron Man. I gotta put that together before the series. I'm not waiting no more.
You're not gonna wait?
Not waiting anymore. You heard it here. If you didn't hear it before, that episode is season 2. So until then, go get some pumpkin spice and take care.
See you guys.
Later.